What up? Welcome to Double Dusted Discussion with your boy, me, Harley, Sauce Boss, here with Lynch. Double Dusted Discussion. That's what it is. Double Dusted Discussion or discussions, by the way. Discussion, eh?
Discussion, yeah. There will be discussions, but we'll start with
But it's
discussion.
just an ongoing, part of an ongoing discussion.
It is, that's correct.
Not many things make me mad. I do think I'm a very patient person.
I agree.
Except with my bitch wife. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. But this hockey fan bought French fries at a Vancouver Canucks game.
My hometown.
And
Gosh.
yeah. And they were almost $10, including a 12% tax. And it's 15 fries. And 15 fries is a long shot. Yeah. That's not, I'm seeing like half fries in there.
It looks pretty sad.
It's just, it's infuriating. I would knock someone out. And since I don't want to hurt anyone, I'll knock myself out. If they gave me that, I'd start punching myself in the face. I start punching myself in the face until they gave me another, because it should be at least double that. And then it's in the realm where you complain that it's not enough.
So
you go, look at this.
I don't know if I agree it should be double, because once you go to enter a sporting event, especially in Vancouver, one of the most expensive cities in the world.
But this is so abysmal.
I know, but like you're getting taxed. They're taxing you. It's like you walk in the doors and like, oh, welcome. Do you want $10 water?
I know that, but like
this is what you know. This mentally what you're getting into.
When you get a beer there,
there's water.
Like you know what it is. It's that it's that red Solo cup size. It's filled to the top. It is a touch watered down.
A little bit.
Yeah. But this is like the worst. This is really bad.
It's
embarrassing.
I think you could
bring it. This person shouldn't. Well, it's good they posted it on Twitter. So we can talk about it. But they should have brought it back. They should have been like, "Oh no, this is too little."
I think we're conditioned. If they added maybe 8 more fries, it wouldn't.
Let me ask you something. How big is a fry to you?
I don't think I would have posted to Twitter.
How big is a fry?
How many more fries would they have to add for this to be like? Oh, we're at the hockey game.
How many more fries? I see 2 fries there that are not built the same.
I agree. Yeah, they're not there.
Hold up your finger. How many of your finger? How much of is that a fry?
It's like how
is that a fry?
Here, I'll do that. Is that a fry? Yeah.
But that's one of the fries.
That's one of the fries they're offering. Yeah. Here's the other one. There. And then you get a couple of long boys. Okay.
Man, the tip of your finger is very red.
Very dry.
Oh shit! I didn't mean to ask you to bring out your finger then. Okay, these guys. No, I'd be mad. That's infuriating. I'm not happy about
But how many fries do you think they need to add for it to be okay for the
double
level
this?
you
This
expect?
is double.
No. At the hockey game. You're at the hockey. You go see the hockey game.
This amount. I think this is half of a small fry at a hockey game. I think the tray.
This is a small fry.
They gave you
$5
because they gave you it on a tray instead of like in a cup. If you saw that in the cup, in a small cup that it should be in, that would be half.
Do you believe this person? Do you think this is true?
Where'd you take the picture? If that's at your seat, yeah, right. You walked all the way there without having one.
You might have taken 1 or 2, right? Like, it's possible.
Here's the thing. You see that middle fry, that big one?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see that one?
I see that one. Yeah, it's a big one.
2 or 3 of those fries can offset my perception of this small fry.
Big time. That's what I'm saying.
That I wouldn't forgive it, and I can almost see a stain there of where a big fry was.
It's interesting,
he ate one big fry and looked down and was like, what? Or he was supposed to share it with his wife, and he had a couple on the way, and she complained, and she was like, you better post that to Twitter.
No way they thought it was going to go this viral, though. This shit went everywhere. I saw this everywhere. It was like people were so mad. And I think it's because the general culture of today, or not the culture, but like what the sentiment of consumers right now is, we're getting destroyed by all food services right now. We're just getting absolutely destroyed. Where everything's expensive. You can't shop. Like I went and tried to get guac today. They tried to charge $12. I laughed. I had to leave. I was laughing. I was like, I have to leave this establishment. I can't be here.
Guac's like a $12 thing anyway.
No, it's not. It's not 12. There's no.
But here's the thing. I know you brought when
guac
was $7.
That was
you were the guy. You were the guy that was going to buy $12 guac.
That's convenience
because it's so much better.
No, that's not true.
Yeah, you probably get good guac.
I do.
More expensive.
$7 is the max I'm willing to pay for a guac. 12, I walk out of the store.
I'm so furious that I put on this ripped t-shirt.
Yeah, I thought maybe you were setting us up for like a wrestling move at the end where you rip your shirt apart.
I put my thumb. No, this is like one of my favorite shirts, but it's like my gamer shirt. It's not for
Sorry,
Not for
that's
the
your
show.
Why is that a gamer shirt? What are the
I
qualities?
got some things that are like my gamer stuff. Like I got a pair of yellow shorts.
Okay, yeah.
From when I was like 310 pounds.
I know those shirts.
So, they're so perma stretched hard that they'll never bounce back. And you know where the rope tie is at the waist?
Yeah.
It's been tied so many times that like it's ripped on the sides. Like it's not a little hole anymore. They've been pulled because I've like tied it tight.
Okay,
Like,
you just reminded me of something. I'm still mad at you.
Couple button down shirts, by the way. I got a couple
for gaming.
Yeah, that Bucky's gas station shirt, the button down short sleeve on fire.
Okay,
fire
that's
game
chill.
shirt.
But like, where are my blue shorts though that you stole from me at camp 2008?
Your North Carolina blue shorts?
Yeah, where are those at?
I don't know what you're talking about.
And your brother? Your brother also took my girl skateboard shirt, another powder blue shirt. All my powder blue. You know, the Warnstein boys love taking the powder blue. Both you.
We probably fancy that we look good in powder.
Yeah, that's
probably
it.
Fancy
Both of you took it from me.
We look better in this than him.
Yeah, that's probably what you thought. Yeah.
I call him up sometimes. I'm like, yo, you got Justin's shirt.
Yeah. The next about double the size as it used to be. Yeah. This is the perils for this is what I had to deal with.
Thinking about like how they didn't know it would go viral when they posted that French fry tweet.
That would just be a funny tweet for the friends, haha, or whatever. Yeah.
And then Dunkin' Donuts is out here actually really trying very hard to be noticed.
I saw that.
So for summer, their small coffee is called the Short King.
What a diss.
To who?
They're not. What's the point?
The Short Kings?
To the Short Kings, yeah. They're only allowed to have short coffees. That's it.
Short King. A Short King. Who are you thinking of?
A very short man.
No, but who are you thinking of?
I got a bunch of guys in my head. Yeah,
I got a couple.
Kings,
yeah,
eh?
Me too. I got some good Short Kings.
Yeah, but they're not like just say that they're gonna have a short coffee. It's kind of
bro. I know like a dozen Short Kings
non-exclusive
that are better than me in absolutely every single way imaginable.
Yeah,
except height.
That's tough. Let's be real.
Yeah,
that's tough.
Yes, I can't that's it. I'm like, well, listen, man.
Sorry.
Don't make bust out the long arms on you.
don't make me hold your hand like
long arms. Exactly. Don't make me stiff arm you.
Yeah.
We'll pick you up by your balls from the back.
Yeah. Well, you can get surgery now, but it just requires like deathly painful
no, I wouldn't do
things
that.
put in your legs.
Short Kings is like the thing about this Dunkin' Donuts selling the Short Kings thing is like they don't need you. Don't call your drink Short King. Like you're not like hyping up Short King. You're trying to eat their lunch. Like Short Kings don't the Short Kings that I know
drink big coffee.
Like that's just kings. Yeah. I'll be honest.
They are.
You never need to say Short King.
No.
The king is short.
Yeah.
King's always short.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I've never seen a tall king in my life.
There are a lot of tall presidents. You have to be tall to be a president. Very few.
You a president, you ain't a king, though.
Very few. That's true, but very few are under 6 feet. That's a fact. But anyways, yeah.
Yeah, I saw a thing where it's like if you're over 6 foot and born in this part of the USA, your like chances of being president go up by like 80%.
Yeah, you got to be over 6 feet. But what I don't like about this whole marketing ploy is they should be measuring people. They should make it super exclusive, only for Short Kings. So us tall kings have to roll up. And
but then what if you pulled up like let's say you're a Short King in disguise, you haven't really embraced your final form as a Short King, and you're just like
bald guy,
you're like a short guy, and you're like like a guy with like a messed up hairline.
His hairline's
embraced being
but he's
bald
out
yet.
here, he's rocking it like Prince William style. Yeah.
So if this was for Short Kings and they measured you, you don't want like people going into your Dunkin' Donuts like short dudes and they're like, oh, can I get a small coffee, please? And they're like, we'll see about that. And then they take out a measuring tape and they measure you. And you didn't even know that Dunkin' Donuts was doing this maneuver. You didn't know that they were doing this Short King thing and they were going to measure you.
First of all, no measuring tape. They have a wall with like a guy, like a Short King, like a nondescript guy with a crown on his head. And you got to.
What color is his skin?
You got to, like I said, nondescript. It's like blue. He's a made up character, but he's like Shrek or something, Maybe they hire.
They don't have the balls to have a blue man on the wall.
No,
no shot anyone is putting a blue man with a crown on the wall. Do you know how many low-key like random conspiracy theorists are going to get tipped off because you didn't know it, but this is going to relate directly to like
you go like this,
the blue skin king.
Yeah.
And it's going to be like a whole, and you just, they don't have the balls.
That's
why I was looking at this right here, the Short King.
What's
But
the
the
height?
short, that's a good question. I want to answer that in a second. But this short king thing, also, no balls, it's on the Dunkin app.
I know. Yeah. They're
I feel like
tucking
you
it
go in there,
away.
like, can I get a short king coffee? They'll be like,
What are you talking about?
we only sell the short king on the app. You're like, oh, okay, so I'll get a small then.
Such a setup though. Like if you, me, and think of one of your short friends. We have a few of them. We're like walking the Dunkin.
Oh,
together.
short friends or short kings?
Short kings, and they're with us because they're hanging with us.
I have
the
friends,
Kings.
some friends that are
Donnie,
like,
let's take
yeah,
Donnie.
they're
Donnie's 5'2", and we go there and we roll up to Dunkin, and we bring Donnie. He's about 5'2", 5'3" on a good day, and we're like, oh, we'll get some large coffees, and we'll get a short king for our short king over
We got a
here.
short king for this guy here.
How do you think that?
You
You're
do that
just
to a
clowning. You're just opening it up
A
like
stranger,
every boy
you
gets
got,
clowned.
you got someone in front of you.
Yeah.
In
Oh,
line,
even
like,
better. Yeah.
like,
I'm gonna
they
pay
come
for
up,
that
they're
short
like,
king.
oh, you know,
Short
look
king.
at this guy. Look at a short king. Look at him. What do you think he's gonna get? A medium? Nah, bro.
Damn, they're bullying people at this point. I can't believe this. It's crazy.
No, short kings are like if I think about a short king in my head right now, Tussie.
Yeah.
Tussie's
He's got
short
big
king.
short king energy. That's for
my
sure.
that's my Yorkie, by the way, guys. He's such a fucking loser though.
He's an asshole.
But he's just like he's really.
But he
like
thinks
a
he's so
king.
bossed up too. Like
He
he's
thinks he's such a king.
yeah.
And
he
then
does
also-
think he's bossed up.
And then a bag moves and he gets mad shook.
Yeah, he gets shook.
Or like sometimes like the smoke detector, it'll like chirp. Well, not often. Now
Yeah,
listen,
sure.
not often.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
But it one night it chirped for like a little bit, and every time it chirped, he like shook and he was like shaking.
He is.
And I bought this thing.
He is a king. I'll give him that because the guy has outlived his brothers. He's out here. He should have passed away
that's
many
true.
years ago.
Yeah. So my dog Tussie, I was at the YouTube space, and Fousey came in. This is years ago. Fousey came in, and he had his this dog with him, this Yorkie, Dollar. I don't know if you guys know Fousey, but he had this dog Dollar, and I was like, "Where'd you get this dog?" And he was like, "I got it at this place in Hollywood."
Hold on, just for context, Fousey's YouTuber of the year, back-to-back years from like 2016, 2017. So
Yeah, and this is like 2017.
yeah, he's peaked.
This is like Fousey top of his game. It's
Top
like
of his
everyone thinks-
game.
Probably everyone thinks he's a social experimenter.
Yeah,
like he's
exactly. Yeah, he's doing pranks, but
So he had this dog, and I was like, "Oh, you get that dog?" I was like, "Where you get that dog at?" And he was like, "I got it at the this place in Hollywood." So I was like, "I too will go get a dog." And he was like, "By the way, it was thousands of dollars." And I was like, then I walked into this place, and there was a Chinese woman in there, and I was like,
How
"I
do you feel
want
about that?
this. I want to see the Yorkies you got." The ones that you just got. And she was like, "Oh, these ones?" And she had like a bunch left. And I was like, "Yeah, these." And I was like, "How much for that one?" I looking at a particularly small one. And she was like, "This one is $5,000. And then I saw an even smaller one in the back. I didn't even know. I thought it was a lint. And I was like, "How much for that one?" And she was like, "He's $10,000. And I'm not even lying to you. This dog was like the size of like a golf ball.
Yes,
Listen, guys, by the way, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know that. I didn't
were
know enough
lost
about
in
dogs.
the
No, but I didn't even know
sauce.
enough about dogs when I was there to know like what this operation was or anything. I was that ignorant. I paid no attention. I was just like, "Oh, Fousey got that dog. I want that. I want that dog, just like that dog." So I went in there. I didn't know how like fucked up the whole scene is. So I'm like, nah, I don't want that little mutant. I want this almost mutant here. And she was like, "Yeah, 5,000." I was like, "Oh, let me show you. You got Instagram?" And she was like, "Yeah, we got Instagram. Let me show you. Let me see it. Let me see that. Look at my Instagram." And she was like, "Whoa, who are you?" And I was like, "I've been fucking one of the Kardashians." But anyways, how about one of these dogs? And in exchange, I'll post once a month for the first year of his life. And she was like, "Dude, 100%." And I was like, "Really?" And she was like, "Yeah, for sure." And then I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, give me that cage too." I was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Give me some sweaters. Give me some sweaters and some food." Yeah. And she started giving me all this shit. And I was like, "Oh, hell yeah." Got the dog to see. I actually saw Fousey like not that long after. I was like, "Yo, I got your dog Dollar. I got his brother." I was like, "I did an Instagram trade off." And she was like, "Yeah." And he was actually choked about that. He was like, "Well, I paid $5,000.
Yeah, he would.
And I was like, "Nah, me, bro. Listen, I'm fucking Jewish, dude. I'm fucking Jewish." And so I got I got the dog, and it made it on the home on the plane. I thought it was going to die so many times on the plane. I was like, this dog's going to die up here. It's just going to pop. We're going to go in the air. It's going to pop. It was small. It was like the size of a Coke can.
The most useless dog you've ever seen. It's not a dog.
Yeah.
It's
It was
like a rat or a
yeah.
mouse or something.
Yeah, I've always loved little dogs, though. I always loved them. Shout out to Jasmine. My cousin had a dog. Yeah. And it's like the first dog. And I was like, this is so sick. You have a familiar. You literally have a familiar with you that follows you and is chilling with you. So I got back home, the dog. Every time I woke up, I was like, I can't believe I didn't roll on top of this dog and kill it. And he'd wake up like shaking, like, bro, me too. I thought I was dead. all this to say, like, Tussie was the runt of the litter. And when I picked him up out of the cage, this is all going to something, by the way. I picked him up out of the cage. There was all the little other dogs there, and they were just so much more energetic than him. He was getting knocked over and stuff. Like, he really was a little bitch. The other dogs were healthier. Fousey's dog. And then, like, a couple years ago, years after we got the dog, he made a video about how his dog had to be put down because of some issue. And I was like, damn, that's so rough, you know? Tussie's brother. I was like, Tussie's there. I'm like, Tussie, bro, your brother is going to be dead, man. This is crazy. And it was like at the time when Fousey was like things were changing a bit. He was getting like, he was evolving.
Yeah, he was talking about Drake a lot.
Yeah. How would you say he was? Super manic at this point? He was like...
Well, he was in the throes of his addiction. Maybe he had beat his addiction, which later was revealed as getting going to rub and tugs daily.
Yeah, he spoke about this mysterious addiction for a while.
Long time.
On his YouTube videos.
He even marked it off on his calendar when he had a good day. And that, I think he's maybe doing better now.
And then it was hand jobs. It was paying for hand jobs?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, which I don't mean to laugh. It's just when you say it like that, it's pretty wild to talk about it for years on your YouTube channel. Never say what it is. And then
it was hand jobs?
I would have never guessed.
You think that's an addiction?
Never. I thought it was like opioids.
I used to suck dick for hand jobs. You ever suck dick for hand jobs?
Yeah. I don't know. He had a very, I guess manic, but he's never been like fully described what it was. But it was someone clearly a little Ryan Garcia-ish if you've been seeing the internet lately.
Yeah. Well, I get like, I met a lot of YouTubers over the years, and some of them, they have this. The viewership is like a void that needs to be filled, and it's something you'll never be able to fill. And I could see the endless striving to outdo your previous video. And it's something that like I just was always comfortable with, just going on YouTube like older. I'm happy it didn't happen when I was younger. I never got caught up in it, but he seemed like one of those guys that was really obsessed with the views and clout. Having said that, now today, in retrospect, obviously that is true. I used to just question it back then, but now due to events, it's like, oh no, he wants to live and breathe live with clout and engagement, reading comments on a phone. You know, that's how he got into the trouble that he's been in lately. But something that made me think, and I was like, this is crazy to think, and it is crazy to think, and I don't even think it. Do I? No. But what I think of like is he was putting his dog down, and I was like, man, I thought Tussie would have tapped out. He's the biggest bitch. And I seen his dog. Never seen I watched a lot of his videos. Never seen his dog like moving weird. And listen, that's not enough information. I don't have the information. But I never seen it. And it could be out there, but I never saw it. And I was like, man, no shot. And it's true, no shot. Someone would put a dog down for views.
Well, there's a percent chance for sure that someone would do that.
Oh yeah, that's possible. Yeah. But no shot this guy did,
to say the least.
Yeah. And then he put up a video. It was saying goodbye to the dog, and I watched it, and it was like he was like, I'm turning the AdSense off on this, and I was like, yeah, okay, good, because I thought but it's not me. I just think some people, just like some people are like, oh, you're like, this person is a Hollywood producer. You have a million thoughts. You're like, oh, you fucking juggy fucking assaulter fucking, you know? Some YouTubers, yeah, I have these. I'm like, yeah, I just thought maybe it'd be crazy. But then he put up the video, no ads on it. You know, it's a nice video. And the end of that video launched a new channel he was doing.
Crazy.
The Katz Family channel.
That's
And this was a new channel, so there was no ads on it. But it was like setting up a new business venture. And then I was back to being like, no shot, this guy killed his dog for clout.
maybe the
And
dog
these days with all information, I look back on it now and I'm like,
little content strategy.
I'm always like, Tizzy, you better got murdered, dude.
Yeah, Tussie's out here.
Tizzy, you better got murdered by needle, dude. A YouTuber murdered your brother.
And Tussie's like eating hash off the floor and surviving somehow. You can't even walk outside.
Tizzy fucking licking dog blood.
Yeah.
I caught him smoking weed and doing coke the other day too, getting his dick sucked by a pug.
Tussie. Guy hasn't left the house in 10 years. He's a recluse.
No, he went on a walk.
I wanted to. I remember the chicken wars? Remember the chicken wars? We were talking about the chicken wars, big chicken sandwich wars. I think it was 2019, the big chicken wars that was branded.
Yeah, branded. I was gonna say no one was calling it the chicken wars. Like
it was branded the chicken wars. If you type in chicken wars,
I know. But I'm just saying, like, no one was calling it that. That's just how the media referred to it.
Double dusted.
That's like, bro, you were like locked up in your house on Yahoo.com. I'll tell you, in real life, bro, on the streets, no one was calling it the chicken wars.
Listen,
dude.
on the double dusted discussion, we get down with the chicken wars. Okay.
Yeah, it's true. We break out the one sheet and get down on.
You should have seen this coming, though. You should have seen this next thing coming because this is the obvious next move here.
Fuck,
they've already come for our dinners. Our dinners have been taken from us.
Tell me, you come
our
from
lunches. Our lunches are fucking $25. There's a big fight over breakfast right now. Fast food chains are looking to gain market share for breakfast, which McDonald's, undisputed king, Burger King, Wendy's, they're all trying to get in. Because breakfast is the last place where it's kind of cheap to eat out. It's kind of cheap where like breakfast, you can go and it's reasonable. Because we've all agreed that McDonald's is out of control. Their fucking Big Macs are out of control. Burgers are out of control. Everything's so expensive at these fast. It's not even really cheap food anymore.
Why does this happen? Because breakfast stays competitive?
They're like, here we go. Pete, they don't think it cannibalizes dinner really. People like they think there's room here to start taking market share. So Wendy's is moving in with their square patties. Burger King, they're on top of that. Taco Bell,
Wendy's has had it for a while. I thought Burger King's definitely had breakfast for a long time.
But they're all pushing big because
Burger King's breakfast was always great.
I think A&W.
You know that one, the King. They had a thing that was like the King. It was like a long bun. It was like a long rectangular bun.
Like
they
the chicken sandwich.
Yeah, the chicken sandwich. They had that with eggs. They had that with eggs on it. It was fire.
Yeah,
and it was like they kind of like cooked an egg.
But breakfast has been under attack though, because breakfast has been. I went for breakfast at like a regular. When back in the day in university, or even now, like you go for breakfast at a breakfast place and get like eggs, bacon, like classic eggs, bacon, piece of toast, a coffee, right? And it was like $5 or $7 or something like that.
It was like $3.95.
$3.95, $4.
If you were there before 10 a.m. at La Belle, it was $2.50 for a full breakfast. Like I say that now, and I'm like,
we're old now.
I literally sound like my dad. Like,
we do
75 cents for a Big Mac.
But now it's like $19.99. This is what we're talking about. It's you walk in. I walked in and got breakfast for my wife and I. $55 with them.
Oh, you went to a breakfast place.
I went to an actual breakfast place, not
with your kid, just
the two of us. Yeah, just as we had a little moment.
So you opened up with a juice.
Nope. I didn't even drink
you
coffee.
Closed out with a smoothie.
Nothing.
Don't care about the coffee. The coffee comes with it.
Nothing. No, I got.
Wait, so what did you order?
3 eggs, like hash potato, a piece of some sourdough toast, and bacon.
Yeah.
Like 2-3 slices of bacon.
Okay. What'd she get?
Same thing. Just different eggs. I'm over medium. She was over easy.
So you guys got 3 eggs each.
No, she got 2. I got 3. The extra egg was only $1 extra. That was the big deal.
So that's weird. That's weird.
Yeah.
Because let me explain to you why that's weird. According to this pricing, I would have said, can I get a
chocolate shake?
What you got? No, what you got?
Yeah.
3 eggs, bacon, and potatoes and toast.
Mm-hmm.
And I would now like to order 2 more extra eggs on a separate plate.
Yeah.
And I would like a side of potatoes. And that would definitely have been cheaper. $1 extra egg. When I see $1 extra egg, I fire off 3.
Yeah.
Well, I fire off 3 eggs, bro. I go, if I see $1, I see it, and I never seen $1, but $1.50 egg.
Good price.
I see that. I fire off 3, but that's why it's so crazy. Because so for me, I go and I order and I kill it. I get like this thing called la versant, and it's 2 eggs. It's 2 either a French toast or a crepe or a pancake. You choose one of those, and then you choose your meat: a sausage or bacon or ham. I always get sausage butterflied, and then you get the potatoes. You could either do mashed or you could do home fries. I always do the home fries, and it comes with a coffee.
Okay.
Oh, and it comes with like a fruit with like a compote on top.
I don't want the fruit. Get it out.
Well, I no, but this is like a good fruit. It's like bananas, grapes, and apple with like a grape jam on top of it.
Sure.
But I always tell them, I said, no melons near the plate. And I don't want an orange on the plate. I don't want
orange.
Lettuce.
Melon's delicious, but continue.
No, but I don't like when they give me like lettuce, an old lettuce, like an orange on it and like a bunch
Just
of
don't give me any fruit. I don't want any fruit. Just fuck off with that. But okay.
Yeah, but this other thing comes with, and wait. And it comes with beans, a little thing of beans also.
Okay.
I can't order anything else for breakfast there because this one is such a deal. Because everything there pretty much costs $21.95.
Yeah.
This costs $22.95, and things go up to like $24.95. I don't understand how the ones that are $24.95 are what they are when the one that I order is $22. So I can never get out of it. Like, so for example, sometimes I get crazy. I'll get a fried chicken Benedict. So it's eggs Benedict with the egg on it, and they put fried chicken, like actual fried chicken, and it's so good on top, a piece on top of either. Like, you know? I get that and it comes with home fries and
but no matter what, it's running you $20. No matter what you do,
it comes with no beans, comes with none of that, but it's like practically the same price. Everything, it comes out to about $25 per person, and
there's nothing left for us, bro.
It is crazy because if you make breakfast at home, it is also the cheapest meal to make.
It is, yes. I eat eggs all the time.
But that's going to a breakfast place. Like when you're going,
but back in the day, I'm saying that we spent like should be $10. Even at $12, you're pushing it.
Yeah, but thing with these brunch places is walking in there at brunch time, breakfast, bumping, all of them.
Yeah, all bumping. You know what? That's cheaper than going to McDonald's and getting like a Big Mac meal and a couple other things.
Also, nothing hits like the starting a day with a breakfast.
It is probably the healthiest version of what you're going to get if you're going to go eat out too.
Yeah, I used to get. I used to go to like this place Déjeuner all the time near my house, and I would get steak with 2 eggs, and I would change my potatoes for a spinach salad. And every time I fucking did that, I thought I was a fucking.
You thought you were Popeye.
I thought I was like an entrepreneur, like an alpha fucking gentleman entrepreneur. Like I thought I was like a fucking. I thought I was alpha entrepreneur gentleman.
Oh, well, I'm really close to opening Big Lynch's Pizzas of Salad, and right next door, Big Lynch's $5 breakfast.
Bro, you're just a dreamer.
No.
You gotta be a trigger puller.
No.
We'll sit here for decades. You're gonna be talking about this.
No. At episode 100, we're the grand.
We'll be that episode 4,900. And they're gonna be like, "Hey, you're lucky I didn't order Big Lynch. Lucky I didn't."
All the viewers that started already, they're like, "Oh, I just did that actually, low key." So but they're trying to bring people in. The craziest is getting breakfast at Starbucks back hall. Dunkin' Donuts not a Canadian thing. We don't really have Dunkin' Donuts like that. But Dunkin' seems to be is sort of in third place from a market share standpoint. And it seems like they're actually doing this on purpose to target people because they don't want to. They think it's too expensive to pay for dinner and eat out. And so like, oh, we'll grab these people while they sneak in for breakfast. Like this is where we're going to get these consumers that aren't coming anyways. How do we target them? Okay, we hit them with the breakfast. Hit them with breakfast. They're taking breakfast from us. So I just want to say, don't fall for it. They're playing you, bro. Don't do it. Just make breakfast at home. And if you know what, one lucky winner here, Toasty and Harley will come over and cook you breakfast. A couple eggs if you want.
Yeah.
Episode 100 is live from Johnny's house where you're going to be cooking.
The Dunkin' Donuts is pretty chill though, in the sense that like I was driving to New York and I pulled over to Dunkin' Donuts, grab a coffee. When I went in there, they had all the tables set up like fast food style, just like could have been like a Tim Hortons or whatever, you know. And they had like mad employees, like hustling, bustling, as if it was like a McDonald's during like a lunch rush.
Bumping. People in the States.
But there was like 2 people in front of me in line, and in the corners were these little like comfy chairs that would be in lobby of a hotel. like a little, like they got a round back, little cool
Yeah, I know
chair
you're
with a
talking about.
mini
Yeah.
table.
Low key.
And they had a couple of these stations set up.
Mm-hmm.
And like there was just like two people there, like on their phones that didn't look like they were together, but they were dressed like as if they like both work at the same Hot Topic.
Mm-hmm.
And I got my coffee fast. The woman who served me was like 6'1", fat, strong fat, like big, strong, fat, 6 foot woman. And she, the whole vibe, I was like,
you need that backup. You need that backup at an American fast food restaurant. That's
yeah. She runs like, I know she runs a tight Dunkin.
People are trying to play. They play too much down there, you know.
Yeah, but the whole vibe, I was like, oh, this is chill. This is better than going into a Starbucks where it's
Starbucks is out. They're also out of hand. They're charging
Starbucks.
$8 for a drink. Like I went and got a drink the other day and they obviously with the whole tip situation we discussed. It's like an $8 drink. I'm like, I can't go here anymore.
I just don't like who's there, bro. I don't like who's sitting there.
Yeah,
I don't like what they're doing on their computers in there.
Yeah, and their coffee.
I never like the people in Starbucks. They have their computer out. Yeah. The stuff that they're doing on it, I'm like, bro, that's the ugliest thing to be doing on a computer.
I'm gonna start doing the podcast from Starbucks, so maybe
they'll have like an Excel document open and a Word document.
They're making
like
tables.
They're like doing. Everyone's at Starbucks. It's always homework. I get them. I'm like, you're all doing homework.
At Dunkin, you might have like Ben Affleck or some homeless guy. You're not sure.
Bro, at Dunkin, you get this man's over here swiping on Tinder. Swiping right on everyone, getting no matches. But like he's doing something different. Cool. What are you doing?
He's cooler.
Well, his leather jacket is.
Yeah.
And his Thule, you got that Thule on him.
Yeah, he's got the gunplay. Okay. I didn't mean to cut you off about the Subway sauces, but you like this? You saw this?
The thing I think is so crazy about this Subway sauce thing, and by the way, guys, just so you know, as Lynch said here, Subway thinks their sauces have it like that. I'm assuming you don't think that. They announced a partnership. There's never been a time
where I'm like, hey, you know what I need?
Subway's mayo.
I need that teriyaki sauce at home, but Big Mac sauce, I get it. McDonald's,
but even just imagine so guys, they announced this partnership with the sauce company and they're bringing their sauces
to retailers,
you know, and like the thing is, there's no way someone would ever be like
first of all, it looks like a Gatorade. It looks like they're drinking an energy drink. Let's just start with the bottle shape. Is like
the bottle looks like a Prime.
It's like am I getting a Prime? Like what's going on?
The only reason why they get away with this bottle is because of the colors and how much clout they've built for their brand. If that were any other drink, I'd be like, what is this Subway water?
Who do they think they are with these food pairings?
They think they're Subway 2006.
Like, what's happening here? They put French fries. Who's put Subway sauce on a French fry, bro?
Well, it's roasted garlic aioli.
I understand that, but they don't even serve French fries at Subway. They're like, guess what? You can bring the sauces home now, and you can be different.
Yeah. That's the thing. Is like if you were like, you got roasted garlic aioli. And someone's like, yeah, here, it's homemade. And you tried it. You're like, oh, no, I like Subway better. I'd be like, bro, you're fucking stupid. And not like that you're stupid because, listen, I like Subway's sauces.
Me too.
Quite a bit to say on it. But, like, it's just like, it's like if I love the movie Endgame. But if I was like, what's your favorite movie ever? And you were like, Avengers Endgame. I'd be like, bro, are you crazy for that?
Yeah. If you walked into someone's house and they had Subway sauces in their fridge, come on, bro. If you walk,
favorite movie?
What?
You know whose favorite movie is Avengers Endgame?
Yeah, we were talking about this last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably has Subway sauce.
That's Subway sauce of movies. That's Subway sauce of the movie. And the same that, like, they're like, yeah, I love that too. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's not all this though.
Getting Subway sauces for your sauce side caddy or whatever in your fridge is crazy. That's a crazy move. I don't know anyone who likes Subway that much.
Well, here's the worst part about this.
Okay.
And this only applies to Montreal.
Yeah. Okay.
No, this applies to Montreal. By the way, guys, there's for their ad picture for those who can't see it, they have a picture of foods here. That's what Lynch is talking about. Like they got a plate of fries, a plate of nachos, and they got like a salad and the sauces there next to it. Like, you know, you want this. And it's like, bro, you don't even have those, bro. You can't even get fucking.
Yeah, what is this? Why? The flavors are sweet onion teriyaki, which is part of the.
These are all sauces. These are all
roasted garlic aioli, Baja Chipotle, and creamy Italian MVP, which is the new version they got. But
yeah. So these things there's a couple important things to know about this. These will never taste in the store like they do at Subway. No. They will be a version of.
Yeah.
It's not going to be the same. There's no way it could be the same. And you will taste that immediately. And you might even like this better or worse, but it's not going to be exactly what you think. Out of all of these sauces, the only one that I ever get at Subway is sweet onion teriyaki.
Yeah, that's
because I happen to like that sub. And I like that sub exactly as is. I don't do anything with it.
But I want that when I go there to get that sub at Subway. I don't want
I've never wanted that on anything else.
I'm not going to fry out my chicken, cook out my chicken, and get my special bun I'm going to make in my oven. And be like, here, you want my
no,
own?
It can only be on that sandwich, literally. Exactly that sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Because that sandwich, the chicken, the grilled chicken has a marinade on it already that I think goes with the sauce. Like there's like a whole thing.
There's a system in place. Yeah, that's why it's taken until 2024 for
this is a mathematical puzzle. This is a puzzle piece that fits in perfectly with that sandwich.
Correct.
But having said that, which sucks for me, someone from Montreal, and I never knew this my whole life, and I wish I took advantage of it more. But I always go to Subway, and my favorite first sub was the Philly cheesesteak. And I would get the Philly cheesesteak, and it came with mayo on it, but I didn't think mayo was bumping enough. So I always got Subway sauce. And like, I got it all the time. And then I remember going to Toronto once and being like, yeah, the Philly cheesesteak, blah, blah, blah. And being like, oh, with Subway sauce on it. And they're like, Subway sauce? I was like, yeah, the Subway sauce. He was like, oh, okay. And he grabbed this sauce, and my buddy was like, Subway sauce? That's fucked. I'm like, it's the best. And then I watched this guy sprayed out Subway sauce on to my Philly cheesesteak, and it was a vinaigrette. And I was like, whoa, Subway sauce. He was like, this is Subway sauce.
That is sub sauce, yeah.
In Montreal, Subway sauce was a neon green creamy sauce.
Of course.
And it was like my favorite thing to put on everything.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was so good. It was the best sauce. And only this year, Quebec changed to the sub sauce that you're referring to, which is the Subway sauce. Everywhere else in the world, but we had this creamy sauce my whole life, and now it's gone. And now all I can get at Subway is the sweet onion teriyaki, because everything else really hinged on having that sub sauce.
You lost your culture. That was big.
It's crazy that they took it from me.
Yeah. That's tough.
Because now I go to Subway and it's not what I wanted.
If I catch you with the sauce, I'm gonna have to report you. That's for sure. Because it's crazy. This Gatorade bottle of sauce with these ridiculous pairings they're doing here. And I like Subway. We're not here like Subway. We enjoy it. We're not here to be like, hey, you suck. It's just, come on. If McDonald's McChicken's whatever sauce they put out there with the Big Mac sauce can't make it, I don't even think that made it really. They don't have a chance. There's too many sauces out there.
We gotta vote with our wallets here on all this bullshit.
Yeah. Well, they also made another big move with the outside of the sauces.
What?
Subway, for the first time ever, is switching from Coke
12-inch
to Pepsi.
cookie.
Well, no, we already knew that. Subway's making big moves, right? You're trying to solve problems.
So here's another thing. You said that they switched to Coke to Pepsi. I see this here that they're switching from Coke to Pepsi.
Yeah.
The Subway that I go to,
Yeah.
that I'm referring to for at least a year or two, has the Pepsi Freestyle machine there. Which I don't know if you've ever seen the Pepsi Freestyle machine.
I've seen that in my life. Only seen
It's the
Coke.
saddest thing. It's just a touch screen.
What is it?
It's just a touch screen that lets you choose Pepsi, Diet Pepsi, like Sierra.
So it's not a
Mist or whatever.
freestyle. It's like here.
It is not a freestyle. It's just like the ugliest. You press the button. The only thing it does is you press the button and it perfectly fills the cup up to the top.
Don't they have like Mountain Dew and like Baja Blast and shit? Can't they do that? Don't they get that's not a PepsiCo thing? Doesn't Pepsi have a bunch
there was Mountain Dew. There was Mountain Dew there, I think.
So like a Mountain Dew Pepsi doesn't.
But like you want to have, but if you Pepsi went freestyle, you would be able to have like Pepsi Cherry Mountain Dew.
The problem is cherry and Pepsi don't go
Mountain...
well together. It's too sweet. It's too sweet a profile like to make it work. I don't think.
Yeah, Pepsi.
I think. Sorry.
Coke. No, I like wild cherry Pepsis are dope.
Okay.
Better than regular Pepsi to me, but I don't like Pepsi. But a black cherry Coke destroys a wild cherry Pepsi. Having said that, Pepsi Lemon, that used to be my jam. I used to kill that. Remember Pepsi Twist?
You guys had cases of those.
Case after case after case.
So many cases
back then.
Bro,
I didn't drink diet beverages. Dude, I didn't drink diet beverages. I used to sit there and I would crush 5 Pepsi Twists. It's like
just so you guys just like a
500 grams of sugar, like posted up 6'5" in the basement.
Harley's house was always the most, like, the best place for drinks. So we would chill in the basement, and the garage was always stacked. And your mom was early on the U.S. Canada transfer moves, like
we have
those
like,
Hawaiian Tropic,
Hawaiian Punch, no
Hawaiian Punch. Those Hawaiian
Punch in cans.
So hard, dude.
Yeah, it was like 22
the most stoned in your basement.
packs. Yeah, stacked up 5.5 feet high.
Hit the rotation.
Those red fruit punch.
Ooh, hit a little freezer action.
Everyone was stoned. You crack it open, and then you would just hear like the like drinking it down, swallowing it.
But I remember those Pepsi. You guys had a lot of eras. There was the Hawaiian Punch era, the Pepsi Lemon era. Always Pepsis for your dad, guaranteed.
There was a big wild cherry Pepsi era also.
Yeah. Usually it lined up. The Hawaiian Punch era might be my most nostalgic though. Those were so good. It's such a thing you can't drink at our age now. But when you
I know the eras. I wouldn't even know the era because it's too much of a blur. I would know the eras based on where the TV is in the basement.
That's true. Yeah.
I need to know that. Yeah. There was like a time like in my house, we had big screen TV, like projector back in the day.
We used to edit epic meals in that basement on the big screen TV too.
Oh yeah, that was on
after. That was with not the projector. That was the actual TV. Yeah.
But like living there, like with direct TV, infinite channels, and having the TV there, and then like the TV being on the other side of the room, and my mom like brings an elliptical in from Costco, and now there's like an elliptical in the middle of the living room. Like
you're like, well, what a buzz!
I'd have friends come to chill. We'd all be baked, and like everyone would like sit, but one person would like stand on the elliptical and walk slowly on it.
It was just like, you just
didn't have all the chairs.
Yeah.
Also, all my friends were so big.
Yeah, it's true. People were working that elliptical because that was the last spot. That's it. So.
Yeah, you like came and you like standing on the elliptical.
Those big nights. I miss those Hawaiian Punch era. The Hawaiian Punch era will go down in history as one of the best, and one of the most baked. That's for sure.
Who would win in a fight? By the way, Short King or Smoothie King?
Smoothie King, obviously. That guy's
Smoothie King.
Operator, yeah, for sure.
Look at this dude, perfect collabo that you sent me.
Yeah, I saw that.
32 ounce only. That's a diss to Short Kings.
Yeah, big time. Yeah.
Like Dunkin's over here, like, yo, Short King
ounces?
Size.
That's for
and
you.
Dude Perfect's like big boys only.
Yeah, they probably
bananas,
did a trick shot.
pineapples, kiwi, apple juice blend, Turbinado. What is that?
It's turbo shit, bro. It's on some next level.
Turbinado. It sounds like it sounds like a parody horror movie, like tongue in cheek about a killer, like a tornado attack of all turbans. Like it's like Sharknado, but the Seek. Okay.
Yeah, that's.
Let me look up Turbinado here.
You know what's interesting? There's one Canadian.
Can't believe you don't know what Turbinado is, bro. This is it. Turbinado.
I didn't look past it. You notice that was my least researching. I was like, yo, just look, Dude Perfect's out.
It's just brown sugar.
That's it.
It's brown sugar.
No,
yep.
Turbonado is brown sugar.
Minimally processed and refined. It's crystally. You've seen it, bro. It's like squares.
It's like healthy
sugar.
It's like healthy sugar.
Healthier, yeah.
Sure. 32 ounces of it sounds pretty healthy.
Yeah, vanilla frozen yogurt and blue spirulina.
I've had that. I know spirulina.
Oh, you do?
I've had blue spirulina shakes before, yes.
Oh, you've had blue spirulina.
But no Turbonado, though.
So you're out here with that blue spirulina, but none of that Red 5.
The Red 5's out. I had to kick it out, actually.
Red 5's out. Blue spirulina's in.
Blue spirulina is healthy.
I can't believe you listen to Big Color so much and what they tell you.
Big Color it's not Big Color. It's Big Government, Big FDA. It's
big color,
it's big research. You know what it is? It's big research.
Why are school buses always yellow? Who do you think's making these decisions, bro?
Big research.
Open your eyes.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
What's woke mean to you, by the way? Someone asked me this in my chat. They're like, yeah.
I think the word woke made that, like, people, YouTube doesn't like it. They're not down with the word woke. I think the word woke is out. What does it mean to me?
Because all the people that are like, they put a black lesbian in Star Wars, it's woke.
What does woke mean to me?
No, not what does woke mean to me. That's like a project for like a grade 6 student.
Yeah.
I'm asking you for the definition.
I don't know.
I want to know from a real man out here on the streets. What does woke mean?
To me, it just means generally over offended.
Woke means generally over offended?
To me, yes.
If your daughter was like, Dad, what's woke mean? You'd be like, it means you're offended.
If I had like a bunch of word associations, like microaggressions, offended, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, like that's how it like manifests in my head. You know, like it's
yeah. I would have that word association too, but I wouldn't make it the definition though.
Oh, that's my definition. Like if you come up to me and you're like, you look like if someone's like,
you look woke, bro.
Like,
you be like, what you say to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, dude, I'm straight, bro. You think I look woke?
I don't think people would ever accuse me of looking woke. I probably
not with that hat you got. That black.
The Media Boys are back, and there's no way, dude. Come on, you and your dirty Arc'teryx hat with a hole in your shirt. You look like a guy who's going camping tomorrow.
Do I look woke?
No,
not at all.
You act woke though. That's why I'm woke.
What do you mean I act woke?
Just a little bit.
Woke to me, woke is like you are open to new perspectives.
No. That's not
the general
woke
consensus
is what woke me. I think woke has
the general consensus doesn't mean anything. The general consensus is.
I think it has I think it's more like a negative connotation to it for the general public.
Well, because it's been turned into that.
Yeah, but you're keeping it for yourself.
Like I remember I know what woke is, like what it is meant to be.
Like your mind, you've awoken.
But I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. Yeah, and I wouldn't.
Different perspectives.
I wouldn't even call anyone woke these days. I would never say.
I don't even use that word.
I would never say I'm woke. No, I never use that word either. I don't like the word particularly, but I understand what it means. Like I could play Helldivers, which I have been.
Yeah, I was going to say.
And at first, I played that game, and I was like,
I haven't been able to reach you. I've been calling you, like, I guess he's on hour 500.
Well, you do actually love calling during the stream.
I'm not doing it on purpose. I don't know.
Now you're just not following Harley Plays on Twitch. Very interesting.
I got a Kid on X Games mode, but yeah, continue. Yeah.
But like, there's some moves you got in that, some things like like an item that it shoots bugs and it makes them slow. And I was like, nah, dude, I want to kill the bugs. Why would I slow them down? But after much experience and seeing all the different situations and scenarios I can be in, I'm like, oh, the EMS mortar, which slows down the bugs, it's good now. That is a moment of woke for me. That was awakening. I have been
the term has been taken from you.
Now just apply
the term has been taken from you and turned into something else. You can't use it anymore. Now you got to find something new to say.
No, just because people are using the word wrong doesn't mean that I don't.
Just say you're awake.
Using it. I just don't use it because I don't do it.
The awakening. You're awake now.
But do you use the term based? What's based mean to you?
I don't use the term based. I try to avoid whatever we say.
What's that?
If you hear me say
I don't use these words, bro. I don't use these words.
No.
What does it mean to you though?
What does it mean?
What's the definition of based?
It's like maybe anti-woke.
It is, right?
Yeah, you kind of, yeah.
Like, why is it like you think about it? It's like, what's woke? You're offended. What's based? You're speaking the truth.
I don't get caught up in this. I don't get caught up in these type of terms. I feel like I'm not. You
don't find language fascinating?
Only when it's fleek, bro.
You're not curious about language though?
I am. Yeah, but those things to me are There's
a lot of words you wouldn't even say on this right now on this microphone of yours. There's a lot of words.
That's a fact.
Yeah, that one. I saw your face. That one.
No.
And that one.
No,
yeah.
That's not true.
Look at you. You're going through a Rolodex, you scumbag. I'm literally watching you go through a slur Rolodex in your brain. Which word are you thinking right now?
Subway sauce.
Oof, I did not see that one coming.
Subway sauce. You know what I'm thinking about right now? You know what's really been bothering me?
Oof, this sounds woke.
Is Loblaws is back out here.
Ooh, never mind. That sounds base.
Yeah, they're back out here. And they're doing something.
They never left, dog. What do you mean they're back out here?
No, but they're back
never
out
left
here.
You.
Their PR team, they really, I've come to believe they're like, we can do whatever we want and we don't care. This grocery chain in Canada has just decided that, hey, we don't care. We're going to keep fucking up and doing things that are going to piss people off. And it doesn't matter. We actually just, it doesn't change anything for our net result. It's okay.
They're like, you want to have taco night at your house? You're coming here. Bro.
Or do you want to spend $50 on breakfast?
Or do you want to spend $50 on tacos?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, more $100 on tacos. Mm. But I'm a big self-checkout guy. I bought into the whole process of self-checkout. Self-checkout was the perfect addition to any store for me. I don't want to really interact. I don't have much to say. I'm happy to be polite, but I want to be in control of the speed of my checkout. I don't want to have some woke person in front of me or some base guy behind me, whatever is going on. I want to just make it happen, in and out, let's go. I would even put myself in the 99th percentile of checkout speed. Like you get me in front of one of those screens.
Oh, you're fast at it.
If you put me in front of any self checkout screen, I'm in the 99th percentile.
If I'm with you and I'm checking stuff out too, I'm definitely gonna be like, yo, calm down.
No, yeah, you probably would.
It's not. Yeah, I'd be like, what are you doing?
I'd be
bro?
out the store. I'm like, peace, dude.
I'd be like, your vibes are all fucked.
No, my vibes are great.
Anyone here happy?
Everyone loves me in line. They're like, oh, that guy, he's not 90 doing self-checkout instead of going to the assistants. Okay. There's a lot of people with the self-checkout that need to check themselves a little bit.
I like to go to the person.
You do?
And I'm like, hey.
Yeah.
Nice day, huh?
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure you do. As you take a break between held.
I look back, I see the ice cream in the person's like cart behind me, and I'm like, they got a strawberry one. I don't know if you love strawberry ice cream.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah, you give
Fire. Go grab it now. I'll start putting your stuff on the. I'll start putting your stuff on.
But you don't really understand how good I am at self checkout.
No, I do.
I'm not lying.
You would, and I believe you.
Top percent.
The conviction, I know.
Okay, we're going to live stream it next.
But the craziest thing is to like do that on a thing that no one else knows they're competing. Like there are people doing self checkout, and you're there, and you see people get to their thing, and you're like, I'm gonna do mine faster, and that guy's been here before me. Yeah. And then you smoke him, and you walk by him, and in your head you're like, what's up, bitch?
Got him.
But he didn't even know that he got smoked.
But that's who cares. It's me versus me and everyone else in line, or everyone else at the current stations while I'm there. And I do walk by thinking,
see, if you were there,
this guy, I bet he didn't see up. He looked over and saw how fast I wasn't doing checkout.
Exactly. But if I were there,
yeah,
before you, I would have, and I told everyone, if I was like, yo, by the way, guys, my cousin, he's coming here now with his stuff. He's crazy, dude. He's crazy fast at this.
Sub 10 seconds.
You guys have to do. You gotta try and beat him. Go as fast as you can when he gets here. Go as fast as you can. He's gonna try and do it sub 10 seconds. Then when you got there,
yeah,
all those people are woke.
Mm.
They are now woke, and you would try and do your thing, but they're also competing. Now that they know that's what it's like, they're woke. You know what I mean? That's they could be woke in this scenario.
I don't know where you're going with that, but
I'm trying to show you that like woke, it doesn't always mean like offended in this scenario.
I don't care. I don't care about that. All I know is that I'm winning. I won. Okay. When I walk out, I'm the champ. Okay.
That's because they don't know that they're getting
good. I don't care if they know. I know me versus me. I get to know this. I get to walk home and really like shoulders, like head back, shoulders up, like fucking. I like walk by my.
What if someone called you out? What if someone was standing behind you? Just imagine. So you're standing in line, you got your stuff. You have an ice cream, a 2-liter bottle, and a bag of chips.
Yeah.
And a guy behind you happens to have the same thing.
Yeah.
And the person who's like, like doing the runway thing, pointing to fucking.
And I'm Paul Walker. He's Vin Diesel. I look at him.
He's in front. Yeah. He's in front of you. You're in front of him, and they're like, these two are open, and he goes, "Bet I'll be faster than you." And he starts to walk fast enough to get in front of you now. There's 2 open things at the end.
Yeah.
Equal distance. But he just jump started that now he's walking. So you got a challenge. He walked past you. What are you going to do? Are you going to match his walking pace and race him?
No, I'm too slick with it.
See that? Know. You wouldn't do that, though.
I know. I already know that I'm ahead. You wouldn't
do that.
There's no one that can beat me.
But he's calling you out, and you're in front of him in line. And he goes, bet you I'll be faster. Out of nowhere, a stranger.
Yeah, he might be a short king. What if he's 5'2"?
Let's say
like
he
Donnie?
is.
He's not going to make there.
7'1",
I'm 6'2". I can just take a few strides. I'm there.
For sure. But so now you're both. So you're saying you'd get there as fast as he does?
This is a mental game. You got to understand. He thinks he's got me. If I run, it makes it look like I'm shook or something. Like I got to keep composure.
He's not running. And yeah, you do have to keep.
You got to show them that.
But are you racing
in that moment?
Are you racing? Are you racing him?
No. Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, when I get there, yeah, I'm gonna smoke his ass. Guaranteed.
But he.
I'm not running. I'm not running like a bitch.
No, not running. But he walked at the perfect speed that you would have to pick up the pace, and he knows it's on.
No, because I have a few moves. Like I know how to get I know where to make up my seconds.
You take like big steps like a cartoon. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? There's no cool way to get to the register.
Once I get to the register, he's there. No, because if you make one error in your movements and your decision making, that's it. You lose. It's like you can't fuck it up.
But it's game time, and this is a sub.
It's winning time, and Big Lynch just showed up to win.
But it's sub 10-second scenario here, and the walk if you walked at your regular pace, it would be 3.5, 4 seconds.
I just don't think you've really
register.
seen me at the self-checkout before. That's your real problem here. You just
I believe you. I believe you. I just don't know if you're built to actually take those talents to the public.
You
win the game.
No,
inside.
I am.
But if you got called by,
I'd be wearing my gamer glasses, dude. My gunners are on. Like I get perfect over 20/20 vision. I might even get laser eye correction. I'll be wearing my little gloves.
You could be Donnie.
Donnie.
I already know Donnie. I already know Donnie, type of guy to actually think that he's very good at this. Also,
no way.
He for sure thinks that.
He doesn't even buy snacks.
You guys, let's set up a race.
Let's do it.
We should set up a race.
Yeah, of course.
We'll put a poo shiesty on his head.
Yeah.
You guys
Okay, let's do it. Anytime. Any self-checkout, I'll take them.
For the boys listening in, you'll do that. A 1v1? 1v1 checkout.
1v1 checkout any
Full
day.
cart.
Yeah. Any day.
Same carts.
Yeah, same
And you
carts.
think you'd smoke them?
Donnie would
Like
be
you
left
think it'd
in
be
the
embarrassing?
dust. It would be I don't
like
think.
here's the thing. What's the knowledge? Your knowledge of barcode location.
I just
items.
know.
You're good at that.
I just know what I'm doing.
But you get at the barcode location?
As a man.
I like to pick something up and I like to look at 3 wrong places.
Yeah, no, I know. I just know what I'm doing, bro. I got it on lock. I'm an expert. So I've been doing since they introduced self-checkout, I've been in the self-checkout game. I don't fuck around. I go to self-checkout. And this is why all this lead to the fact that Loblaws is like, yo, we're going to put extra barriers now to leave. And I'm like, in my mind, the amount of people in self-checkout that shouldn't have no business being there.
But it's another robot.
But you have to scan your receipt to get out.
In a robot.
There's
it's
enough.
A robot
No. There's they need to start in just like
this
the
is
short
another
kings
electronic thing.
have to be measured. People have to start dropping their fucking ranking in self checkout because there's enough people there's too many people who shouldn't be there. They have too many. Either they have too many groceries. Okay, they've rolled up with too many items. It's like, bro, this is not a self checkout situation. You got loose apples. Okay, you got to type in the code. Let's get it together here. Go see the person, have a
People
chit-chat.
do that. They type in a code. On the
Yeah,
apples?
man. Yes. They don't always have the codes on them. People show up with bananas and they're like,
you're allowed to touch
wait.
the screen. You're allowed to touch the screen 4 or 5 times.
You don't get 20 items. Okay.
You don't get to keep touching the screen.
No,
you also
there might be an age limit.
apples.
I don't mean to be an ageist, but there's an age limit to some degree. Like you got to have some competency. You have to know how to operate an iPad. Okay. Even an iPad may be more advanced than an iPad. You got to be able to do a few other things before you're allowed. There's got to be an aptitude test. I'm passionate about this because I get stuck I use self-checkout for its intended use. Someone who's top ranked self-checkout in all of Canada, maybe in North America, we're not sure yet. People need to.
You sound like though.
Who?
You sound like Amir in the phone police.
You think I'm that on inch right now?
Well, he was going off being like, we need to give people license. They have to be licensed.
Sorry, have you ever been in the self-checkout and said, this person has no business in the self-checkout line right now? You've never thought that? Ever?
No.
You've never thought that?
I would sooner, as crazy as it is, I would sooner be like the guy that I'm at the cash with a person and like I'd see you doing all this shit fast. Like,
yeah.
And I'd be like, and I'd look at that kid working, I'd be like, hey. And then I'd motion you, I'd be like, someone's in a rush.
You think you're
I've never been. I would think something.
Yeah.
But I'd be like, oh, this person's. I wonder if they're sweating that they're moving so slowly.
Not
I wonder if they feel it.
I can't believe you. I don't.
And if they
don't
looked
believe
at me,
for
if they
1
were
second-
doing this shit all slow, and they looked back at me, I would be like this. I'd be like,
yeah. I don't believe.
I would literally lip with my lips. I would lip off. Take your time. Take your time.
If I'm in that situation, but I'm just saying, I don't believe you. I think you're lying right now, and
I don't get mad at that. I don't get
not mad. I'm not saying mad. I'm just saying do you have your own running commentary in your head? Are you one of those people who walks around with no like self monologue, or do you have a self monologue?
Just me and various.
But you like talking about things in your head. Like some people don't have a self monologue. This has been studied.
Yeah.
So you do, right?
It's like action scenes. It's I'm like, someone comes in here with a gun right now. What am I gonna do?
Yeah, like you got something.
Like I got to do
right?
something. They can't have the fucking washed up epic mealtime guy on a black
okay,
camera,
so you
fucking hiding behind a woman as a meat shield.
Okay, so you're having you have a self monologue. You've never. It's not in an angry way. I'm just passionate because I am very good at self checkout. But I'm just saying that you've never noticed. You've never been in a line and been like, this person like has no business being in this lineup right now. We stand in a lot of lines waiting to do shit. Okay, like
lineups. But this is a specific line. There are lines where I definitely am like, fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Like there are lines where a person can be in front of me and be asking or doing something so foolish, but like doing the checkout thing, I'm sooner like, can someone come here and help her? Like, can someone help her if they're struggling, you know?
I'm not mad at
but like I'm never like,
I'm not like mad. I just think it's just like,
get this old bitch out of here. Also, but the self-checkout is not the express lane. Those are different things.
No, it's not. The
but they got a label.
First of all, the express lane's barely
such.
open anymore. They don't even do that. Self-checkout has replaced the self-checkout. The express lane. The express lane is a rarely utilized lane in the store. Okay.
So you think that they're the same? That you think this is the new express
I think the self-checkout should have it should be an item limit, and I think they should. I definitely don't think they should be adding a scanner.
What do you put the item limit at?
10.
There's everyone at Walmart there's so many more self-checkouts at
Walmart. I give Walmart a pass because you're going to the super center. The square footage comes into like some, you have to think about the square footage.
Walmart, you get about,
and they also, Walmart also rolls with like, they have 25 self-checkouts. I'm talking about when they have,
I was going to say, you get about 8 to 10 self-checkouts.
Yeah, they got
for like 3 regular checkouts size-wise.
Yeah. I'm saying the ones like the sort of Shoppers and the Safeways of the world, where they got like 3 to 4, you know, and people and they're pushing people in that direction. And so now when you're way out, you have to, everyone has to scan their barcode. They're testing this. They're testing this like they're like, yeah, scan your barcode and then you get let out like a,
but only the self-checkout people have
only
to do
the self-checkout because they don't, because I guess they're trying to stop.
So what are they doing? How does it work? You weigh your item? Or
you do all your items. You do all your items and you scan your receipt.
But you could just sneak some. You could just sneak some items now. What's the difference?
They must have some.
People thought they were walking through self-checkout with everything. They usually go in like self-checkout.
I want to point out, I don't go to self-checkout. I think people go there to steal things. I personally don't.
But no one goes there to steal everything.
No.
You could buy 5 out of 6 things and scan your barcode.
I bet you Donnie, this is why Donnie would lose. Donnie would lose on a foul because he would probably be stealing something. He would juke something. He'd be like, oh.
You think he would jukes?
I think he would. And then he would
use you do a self-checkout.
And the camera angle, because this is a multi-cam show we're putting together here, and he would be caught on camera, zoom in. And we're like, we saw you put that Snickers in your pocket. Out, you didn't scan everything. Sorry. He'd lose on a technical thing like that for sure.
He'd call someone out. He'd call someone out also for stealing.
Yeah, that's true. That's what. Anyways, you know what? Just don't add this extra little like gate for us to get. We have enough problem trying to get people out of this self-checkout.
Which is doing though. This is the quickest thing. What I don't like about this is if it's attached to like weight, because like, you know when you put the stuff on the scale, it'll be like wrong item. Like it knows the weight. You
don't trust me? You don't trust it?
But no, but it knows the weight of the item. You know when you put it on the thing.
Not all of them do that, but yes.
A lot of them though, they'll do it like that.
I hate that system, but yeah.
Yeah, me too. Would it do that here? Because if they do that here, like I could just see this thing glitching for the first 2 months of its existence.
I just think it's going to be.
You have like an employee
it adds more friction though. You can't say like the self-checkout is like you want to be gone. Instead, now I got to pull my receipts. I'm not a receipt keeping kind of guy. I don't keep my receipt around. My receipt. I might even take my receipt half the time. That's how fast I check out. I'm out. It's not time to wait for the receipt to print. I see approved, gone. Boom. Check you later. Unless I'm buying some type of hard good that I may have to return, like a Canadian Tire.
I like to take that receipt, wait for it to print out, glance at it, then fold it up 4 times, put it in a special slot in my wallet, take 15 steps, and then take my wallet back out and take the receipt back out and unfold it and show it to the person at Costco. And then put it back in again and leave.
Yeah, Costco's different though.
I always forget that though. I always tuck my receipt and then I'm like, oh yeah, you.
Costco, they're allowed to do that. They say that they may not be allowed to do this because Costco, you pay for a membership, which gives them the right to check your receipt. That this might be like against some type of law. For them to be
fuck laws.
People are mad. They feel like they're you know what? They're woke. They're feeling discriminated against. Like laws is coming for them, like making them feel like they're stealing from them, like making them feel bad, like their feelings are hurt. They got to go talk to the therapist about it. I'm just annoyed at the extra friction. I want to get the fuck out of this stupid store. I'm done.
Yeah. So you guys have the same problem, except they're woke and you're based.
No, I'm neither. I'm just me. I'm just doing me at all times.
That's so based.
Unapologetically.
That's based.
Yeah, you think so? Okay.
Asking me what I thought about it, that was pretty woke of you.
What I ask you about?
You said you think? Did you think so?
Because I don't. Once again, I don't get caught up in based woke. It's not me. I don't get. I'm just doing me at all
That's
times.
very based. That is very based.
Thank you. I think that's a compliment.
That is woke of you to have thanked me for something that you don't even need to thank someone about.
So this is the
You know what I
woke
mean?
based podcast. Sick. The woke based podcast is a good
Woke
one.
based podcast is a good parody
Yeah,
section. that
really
we should
good for
have.
2021.
We got to have a woke based section
Yeah.
where we'll choose a story and then let's do a quick run through right here. Let's give it like 3 minutes. Yeah.
Well, no, I wanted. I
real
actually.
quick, just 3 minutes.
Can I do that?
3
But I
minutes.
wanted to. I got this $10 chocolate milk that I wanted to just try out right now, just for
What's been sitting on the desk this whole time?
no, it's in my fridge.
Real quick here, woke based.
Okay, woke based. I got this is some Canadian. This is straight from Canada, right here. Canadian chocolate milk. This right here. This bottle is a $2 return. You ever heard of that before?
No, it's a big consignment.
$2 return for this bottle. So you know it's
Yeah.
it's that pure right here. I'm actually stealing this from the children. It's for my daughter, and this is what happens when you're a parent. You get to take
What
it.
is it? You're just holding up a thing of chocolate milk. What is it? Why would I give a fuck about
Oh,
the
it's
chocolate
Dutchman
milk?
Dairy, dude. This is the chocolate milk. I don't know. It's $10. I want to know why.
Well, you've never had it before?
No,
So why do you have it now?
because
Why'd you pay $10? Oh, because for this.
It's for my child. No, this is for my
Oh,
child.
it's for your child. Why is your child drinking this blessed chocolate milk? $10.
She gets what? She just gets to live a blessed life. She got a fucking.
She asked for this?
Yeah, she loves chocolate milk. You kidding me?
She loves chocolate milk, so you got her a new chocolate milk?
Fire. 10 on 10. Wait.
Yeah, but every
on
chocolate
fleek.
milk's fire. Is it better?
It's got a very nice consistency to it. It's
Is
not
it
worth
better,
it.
though?
It's not worth the amount of money that was spent on it. That's for sure.
Why is it so expensive? Just because it's following the rules of things being so expensive?
It's gonna be really hard.
That's like 4.5 times more expensive than a regular chocolate milk of that size. 5 times more expensive.
Maybe it was $8. This is the equivalent as buying those fries at the Canucks game, right here.
Yeah, but unless it's really special,
I'm gonna.
you should have had a K-Bon with you also to see. You have any of that poor chocolate milk in there?
No. We only the best for my daughter. I get to drink the poor stuff. I just got this now because she's.
You sure she doesn't drink this one? She's like, damn, I wish I had that K-Bon. The shit hits
She has no
different.
fucking clue, dude. She drinks any chocolate milk.
But when I was a kid, if you gave me the fake ketchup, if I got a ketchup that was not like ketchup, if it was made by someone else, and even to this day still, I'm still kind of like that. You can't fuck with what I expect it to be if it's like a basic.
Yeah.
Milk's a basic. Ketchup's a basic. Chocolate milk is pretty close to a basic.
What do you mean? I'm getting gains right now.
What are the stats on that?
It's so base that chocolate milk doesn't even have stats. It's like
No, I think that's more woke. Like you shouldn't be calorie counting.
yeah. Okay, so what's the based woke segment?
You don't know what it is?
I don't know. I just drink this chocolate milk.
We just made it up.
I just did this on this podcast to have an excuse for tomorrow morning when they wake up and the chocolate milk's gone. I'm like, oh my god.
You're like, the
We were
sauce
having a
boss
really-
made me do it.
We had a really serious conversation about the Checo line top percentile. I got hyped up, and I wanted to show that I really wanted to show everyone this chocolate milk we got that was ludicrously expensive. And one thing led to the next, and Harley challenged me to chug it. He's like, "You can't do that. You're not. You could like back in the day. You used to chug
And she'd
4
be like,
liters,
damn.
bro."
And she'd be like, damn, he's based.
And I'm like, "Nah, he's woke."
And you'll be like, I'm woke. Okay, I'm gonna read the story out, and every now and then we're gonna stop and say if it is woke or based at that point.
Okay,
Okay,
better be a short story.
it is a pho restaurant in Portland, Oregon.
Well,
That's woke.
yeah, of course, I knew that. Already.
That's woke. Yeah. They shuttered they has shuttered due to anonymous odor complaints. Based, hating bad smells. Based, but sparking a firestorm of backlash. That's woke. Against the city's smell codes. Smell codes. Is that woke or
That's
based?
woke, dude. What kind of smell? Like
Smell codes are
Yeah,
woke.
because woke. It's like you're offended by everything. You're offended by the fucking smell. Like the smell better be really bad.
Okay, yeah.
You live near a restaurant smell. I hate to break it to you. Now, if I didn't wear deodorant for a week and someone was walking around like that with no deodorant on,
But other people, residents and lawmakers, said that that's potentially discriminatory
to not pass the
to make
smell
them
test?
to have the smell codes and not pass.
Well,
and to have to close down because
this person who's smelling, what nationality do you think they are?
It's true. You should see how me and my mom react to curry.
Oh, you guys don't like it?
I smell curry. No, I love curry. I smell it. I'm like, oh fuck, that sounds fine. And my mom's like, ugh.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's places called Fagabo, and they have to close their doors because cooking odors. This whole thing sounds so woke to me right now.
Portland is, I think, known as somewhat of a woke place.
Yeah. The sole complainer.
One person shut this shit down, eh?
That's woke. Was a neighbor who lived several houses down from the restaurant, has not been identified.
Several houses down is pretty wild. That's this person. I'd like to see their face, personally. What do you think?
Well, the guy who owns the restaurant says, you want to know their skin color?
Well, I like to know his name, actually.
That might be revealing.
Okay.
Wouldn't it?
Well, yeah.
You get some names, you're like, oh, really? There's some names I'd be like, oh.
No.
I didn't think it would be one of them.
Well, I'm hoping it's a Thai restaurant. I hope he's from Thailand. I hope he's Thai.
Vietnamese.
It's a Vietnamese place. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So now if this guy's Thai, it could be Bay. Maybe they got, what's the situation like with how are they? I never know what Asians are beefing with what Asians, you know?
Yeah.
I never know. I know there's a lot. Yeah, anyways. It's bait section of the show.
Just get cut, right? This whole side.
They complained to the city that came down. Don't you dare.
I have to.
Dong owns the restaurant.
Dong? Last name Dong or first name Dong?
Both.
He's Dong Dong?
No, that's racist. And based of you.
Well, you just said it's both. What's the first or last name? Dong.
His name's Eddie Dong.
Eddie Dong?
Yeah.
Damn.
That's fucking based.
Eddie Dong is not playing.
Eddie Dong is fucking based.
He's a heavy hitter out here.
Yeah, but he said it's not odor; it's just food grilling meat.
Well, that's where odor comes from. There's an action that releases the odor, and
for sure. But he's just like, "What? You don't like grilling meat?" And I do like the smell of grilling meat. Not all the time, though. Like I could wake up, hit me with that at 9 a.m.
Well, we know from experience. When we've had many cooks for Epic Meal, like giant burger days are some of the worst days of my life. Like worst. Yeah. But that's we're in the kitchen.
We'll always think about that.
We're live in the kitchen with the burger meat, like the giant 100-pound burgers in front of our face. We're not 2 doors down in a house or a block down in a house. I'm not gonna lie, whoever's complaining sounds like a racist.
Well, this guy Eddie Dong owns 3 of these places.
Oh, he's balling.
Yeah, he's fucking woke to money. And he this one is the only one that is in a mixed use residential area of the city.
Okay.
Mixed use is a type of urban development, urban design, urban planning, or zoning classification that blends multiple uses, residential, commercial, cultural. Yeah. So all of his restaurants can stink, maybe. This is the only one that lives near people. You know,
one person.
Let's be honest. I think there's a couple. Restaurants that at lunchtime or whatever they blast their smell out because they're trying to lure people that might like that food. Like lunchtime, I remember like when it'll smell like McDonald's at a certain time in my area.
Yeah,
you know,
that's woke.
Yeah, that is. It is woke
or based. I'm trying to think, woke and based is kind of the same thing.
Yeah, they are. That's the funniest.
It's in the eye of the beholder. They can choose their own adventure with those words. Right?
It really is. Yeah. Portland's odor code, which is so woke it's based, dictates that within certain zones, continuous, frequent, or repetitive odors may not be produced. That just means like we want us to smell that same shit every day.
You just know some localized government was sitting around and like, yeah, odor police. We got to get them going. This is Amir's on this council. He's got to be.
Well, if it's a mixed use residential area, you got to have that law because you're like, dude, we can't have a fucking a sriracha factory down the street here. My eyes are going to be burning and my dick holes.
The onion chopping factory can't be right next to us.
Yeah,
but how do they determine the odor? Did you see that part? Did you read that part of the story?
No, I didn't.
A single person shows up.
The whole thing was so fucking based.
A single person.
Oh, that's the single person.
A single person.
That's
shows
what you're
up.
referring to.
Well, no, there's a single person who complained, but there's
okay. There's
a single person who complained, but there's also how they determine it is that, Basically,
An inspector.
within certain continuous, frequent, or repetitive odors may not be produced according to the code. The odor threshold is the point at which an odor may just be detected. Okay, bro, are you serious? Like, this my guy might fart next to you.
Yeah.
In other words, an inspector evaluates it
By the way,
based on their own sense of smell.
By the way, inspector.
Yeah.
Woke.
Yeah,
That's woke.
this guy's.
Who's inspecting?
That's what I'm saying. We need more information about this inspector. We don't know how sensitive their nose
Based
is.
on their own sense of smell. By the way,
Ridiculous.
Shout out to sense of smell though. Very based sense.
Yeah, I have a good sense of smell.
Yeah, he has to come back every day.
We're relying on
30
one
days or
person's
what?
nose. No, we're relying on one person. The one person.
But like, how many days does he come here?
They need a nose committee. Is what they need. And
I'm
they need
not
to divert. And it has to be.
You talking about big nose?
It's gotta
It
be
exists
diverse.
already, bro.
It's gotta be-
Big nose
no.
already exists, and they're pulling the strings.
It's got to be diverse because you just said it perfectly. It's like your mom might walk by the smell of curry and be repulsed, and you're like, I'm kind of hungry now. You can't have one like who. How do we know this person is living true to their word? We don't know what their preferences are.
You got to be like, bring us a Vietnamese guy. It's a Vietnamese restaurant.
No, you can't do that either. That's also tipping the scales.
Just be like, bro, you're Vietnamese.
No,
This
you
is
need to
fucking
have
too
a
much or
committee.
what?
You got to have a no smelling committee. Sorry.
Okay, but there has to be an equal representation.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Vietnamese
It's got to be a woke committee.
They got to be there, and they got to be like,
got to be all the rainbow, different. Everyone,
you got
all
have
backgrounds.
people to be like, bro, does it always smell like this? Fuck, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Cook some up now. I want to smell yours.
I'd love to see the investigation. The guy shows up with his clipboard.
He's like, I really trust me. I don't want to be here either.
In his Corolla. Yeah, he rolls out. He's like,
Does he come and like sniff the air like my dog when I'm?
yeah, I feel like he does. He walks down the block. He comes to different, it's like you're buying a house. You check at different times of the day. Is a train going by this time?
Mm-hmm.
What's going on? What's my neighbor doing? What's the road like? This is like, how far is the smell traveling? What's it smell like at 9 p.m.? What's happening at 9 p.m.? Also, what's happening at 6 a.m.? 7 a.m.? I'd like to know.
Yeah.
I'd like to know how deep this investigation goes.
That's woke. No, that's based.
So it's based, but we need a committee though, a woke committee of at least 5
woke.
people.
Committee's woke. Well, very interesting.
It's pretty interesting. But the guy's restaurant is shut down now. So one person managed to fuck this guy's whole life. Well, at least one of his restaurants. He said 60, 70K a month is gone out the window.
Yeah, he's got 2 other locations.
You think he's okay?
I don't know.
You think Eddie Dong? Eddie Dong sounds like he's moonlighting his,
He sounds based.
Eddie Dong sounds like he's about that life.
Eddie Dong sounds like he's about that Gom Jabbar.
Yeah, this was like 1980. Eddie Dong is visiting that guy's house and breaking his legs.
Oh, 100%.
And there's no nose inspector. There's no smell inspector. That
the only
exist.
nose inspector is all of his boys who are inspecting their nose with a baggie.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Because it's the 80s. Yeah. But anyways, guys, thanks for listening to the Dirty Dusted. No, that's different. Thanks for listening to the Double Dusted Discussions, holding it down. Big Lynch here. Shout out to Donnie. We called him and she didn't pick up. He's probably busy.
Yeah.
And leave us some comments on the subreddit. I check it out all the time. Leave us comments on the YouTube, and tell your friends to listen in if you want. No pressure.
Shout out to the Short Kings.
Shout out. Peace.